Emily, help me out! Rachel, what's going on? I might be in serious trouble. What happened? I tried borrowing money from the loan company I usually use. Then, they mentioned that my credit history had some issues, and that's why they couldn't approve me. I thought it couldn't be true, so I went to a bunch of other loan companies, but they all said the same thing. Wait, does that mean I can't even get a credit card? No one's willing to lend me any money. Could it be I'm on some kind of blacklist? Yeah, you're definitely on it. So that's why. Emily, you'll help me, right? Help you? How? I want you to lend me some money. What? $500 will do. No, 300. No, even 100 would be fine. Please, lend me some money. Absolutely not. Why not? It's only $100. You haven't even paid back the $1,000 I lent you before. If you really want to borrow money, pay that back first. Wait, haven't I paid you back yet? Nope, you haven't paid back a single cent. I've messaged you several times to return it, but you just ignore it. I was starting to give up, and now you're asking for more money? Stop messing around. I'm not messing around. I really want to pay you back, but I just haven't had enough money on hand. That's exactly what I mean by messing around. I bet you spent all the money you borrowed on fan stuff again, didn't you? But I can't help it. I want to support my favorite, Taylor Swift. As a fan, I want to be there for her as much as possible. Then earn the money yourself if you want to support her. And if you can't, then it's time to stop being a fan. No way, no way, no way. Taylor's my emotional support. Then let Taylor be your support and pay me back. Until I get back the $1,000 I lent you, I'm not lending you another cent. So I expect a prompt repayment. What? You're so stingy, Emily. Emily, I heard from Rachel. You turned her down when she asked to borrow money? Yeah, I turned her down. What's wrong with you? Your sister is in trouble, and you're not helping her out? As her big sister, you should help her a little. What? Why am I the one getting blamed here? It's because you're being cold to Rachel. Sisters should help each other. You say help each other, but Rachel has never helped me out, not once. She's always broke, begging me to lend her money. I'm the one struggling because I haven't been paid back. Emily, you have a job and make money, so a little delay in repayment shouldn't matter. You're being so petty. But paying back borrowed money is just common sense. Rachel works too, doesn't she? She really needs the money right now. Even if she needs it, she's just using it for fun. As her parent, you should stop her from wasting money on her fan stuff. Fan stuff, you say? How can you say that? Her fan activities are her whole reason for living. Rachel, who couldn't even keep a job, has been working seriously ever since she met her favorite artist. There's no way I can take away something that gives her life meaning. Even though she's working seriously, she's blowing all her paychecks on Taylor Swift and ends up broke in no time. So what? It's her money and she can spend it however she wants. But she's not earning enough, So she's borrowing money from all over the place, isn't she? You live with her, so you know that, right? She's even on the blacklist now, you know? Of course I know that. We've gotten a few demand letters sent to the house, too. You really need to stop babying her. You've always been soft on Rachel, but as her parent, isn't it about time you got mad about this? What? You're just a kid. Don't tell me what to do. Just help her out. It wouldn't hurt to lend her a little more money. Absolutely not. Common sense says paying back what you owe comes first. And even if she does pay it back, I'm never lending her money again. You've always been greedy about money. That's because I've had a sister who's irresponsible with money, living near me the whole time. Whenever she gets a chance, she tries to take money out of my wallet, and she borrows my favorite clothes and bags without returning them. Huh? You're sisters. It's fine to share clothes and bags. With Rachel, it's not sharing. She just keeps everything for herself. And even if it were just stuff, fine. But taking money is crossing the line, even for sisters. She's only borrowing a little. It's not a big deal. She can pay it back later, so it's fine. You're so stingy. That's the thing with Rachel. She doesn't pay it back. If being stingy means I'm protecting my money, then I'm fine with that. Seriously, why have you always been such a pain to deal with? Rachel has always been so cheerful and obedient, always listening to what we said. But you were always grumpy, never smiled. And unlike Rachel, you were always rebellious. How could anyone be cheerful in a household like this? Enough! I'm really pleading with you here, but you still won't lend a hand. Honestly, I'm over it. There you go again, acting like I'm the bad guy. Shut up! I don't care about someone who can't think of anyone but themselves. I'm not leaving you a single bit of the family inheritance. Excuse me? People who refuse to give money to others won't receive any in return either. I'll make sure your father leaves a proper will. He'll say that a stingy daughter who doesn't care about her family won't inherit anything. Rachel, I have something I want to ask you. What is it? Why did you come to my place? Huh? Oh, well, I saw you on the doorbell camera and it surprised me. Why did you suddenly show up? You must have had a reason to come see me, right? It's nothing. I just happened to be nearby, so I thought I'd drop by. I was wondering how you were doing. But then I realized it's a weekday, so you'd be at work and not home. Sorry for dropping by so suddenly. Happened to be nearby? It takes hours to get from our parents' house to my place in New York City. You didn't just happen to be nearby, did you? Actually, there was a tailor event happening. It's so convenient to live in the city at times like this. Living out in the country means I'd have to spend extra on travel costs. More fan activities. You really keep doing this, even though you don't have any money. Yeah, I know. Even I don't know where I'm getting the money from. Well, I better head back to the house. See you later, Emily. Wait, Rachel. Isn't it about time you told the truth? Huh? What do you mean, the truth? You went into my room without permission, didn't you? You've got a spare key to the house, and you used it to sneak into my room, didn't you? What are you talking about? I know we're family, but I wouldn't just sneak into your room like that. But there's something strange. Things in my room were slightly moved around. Well, maybe you're just imagining it. I'd like to think so. but the magazines on the table were turned the other way, and the dresser drawer was slightly open. I'm telling you, you're imagining things. You're so uptight. I clean my room every morning before I go to work, so I notice even the smallest changes. But it's not a big deal if the drawer's a little open. Maybe it just opened naturally, like from a breeze or something. The real issue is that my credit card is missing. The card that I always keep in a specific place is completely gone. Wait, I think that's probably just a mistake. It's not a mistake. I don't normally use that card, so I made sure to keep it safe. It was tucked away deep in the shelf and now it's gone. So what's the story? It's time to confess. You're the one who took the card, aren't you? Damn it! Jesus, so you figured it out, huh? Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Why are you acting like it's no big deal? Did you really go into my room without permission? And you took my credit card too? Yeah, I did. But I couldn't help it. It's not every day you get to go to a concert where you can meet Taylor Swift in person. As a fan, I absolutely had to be there. I wanted Taylor to know who I am. And how does that involve my credit card? You could have just bought some merch at the concert. You don't get it at all, Emily. If I did that, she'd never notice me among all the other fans. To get Taylor to recognize me, it takes money. VIP seats, signed merch, I had to buy it all. Listen, maybe if you had money to spare, but you're so broke you're on a blacklist, right? That's why I borrowed your card, Emily. What? Wait, did you use my credit card to buy VIP tickets? You used someone else's card without permission? Yeah, I used your card for Taylor Swift. It totaled $20,000, so I'm counting on you to cover it. What? $20,000? Thanks to you, I had the best time ever. The singing, the performance, it was all perfect. I'm on cloud nine. No way. Spending $20,000 for a celebrity? What people value is different for everyone. I think it's wrong to criticize someone for that. You've got to be kidding me. If you want to say stuff like that, use your own money. But I don't have my own money anywhere. And you wouldn't lend it to me even if I asked nicely. So this was my only option. Seriously, get a grip. Do you even realize what you've done? Come on, don't be so mad. What's done is done. I mean, I do feel like paying it back when I can. You only feel like it, huh? But hey, for just $20,000, your adorable little sister got to feel so happy. As my sister, you should be glad for me. What? Anyway, you've got the rest covered, right? $20,000 is going to be pulled from your account soon. Make sure there's enough in there so it doesn't bounce. Oh, and of course, I'll pay you back. It might be in my next life, though, but it's fine, right? $20,000 for your sister's happiness isn't a big deal, right? Just so you know, I can't pay $20,000. Huh? What are you talking about? I used your card, so it's going to be pulled from your account whether you like it or not. I'm more of a cash person, though. What? So no need to pay me back. Just tell the person handling the card payments about it. Wait a second. What do you mean by that? I used the credit card that was at your house, right? The card was in your name, of course. So the payment should be coming from your account, right? That credit card you used without permission? It's actually Dad's family card. What? So the payment is coming from Dad's account. I have nothing to do with the bill. What? That card belongs to Dad? Wow, you spent $20,000. I'm pretty sure Dad's going to be furious about this. No! Why do you even have something like that? I didn't get a family card from Dad. Well, you've been living at home this whole time. There's no need for you to have a card, right? Huh? As for me, I started living on my own and working right after graduating from college. I think Dad was worried about me. He gave it to me saying, "Use this if something ever happens." That's so unfair! So have you been using Dad's card however you wanted this whole time? Don't lump me in with you. I only use it in emergencies, just like I promised Dad. But since no emergency has come up, I haven't used it once. No way! You have a dream car that you can use anytime for anything, and you haven't touched it? Is there anyone who could resist that? You're looking at her. I'm more of a cash person. Wait, in this day and age? Why? I've never been good with cards. You see, with a card, you can't see the amount of money you're spending right away, right? So it messes with your sense of how much you're using. But isn't that super convenient? You don't have to count cash every time. Some people might feel that way, but to me, it's the opposite. It's scary. When I go shopping and see things I want, I tend to grab them. If I pay with a card, I lose track of how much I'm spending and think, I'm still okay. But then, when the bill comes, I realize I've spent way more than I thought. Yeah, I guess that could be surprising later. That's why I've always been a cash person. With cash, I can only spend what I have on hand, so it helps me manage my money better. I can see the money physically disappearing, so it keeps me from wasting it. That's why, even though Dad gave me his card, I've never used it. I see. I can't imagine living like that. Well, you're probably the exact opposite of someone like me, who blows money on fan stuff. Cards are convenient, but for me, they're scary because I might spend money needlessly. Hey, Emily? I just want to double-check something. The card's payment is really going to come out of Dad's account, right? Yes. So by the end of the month, $20,000 will disappear from Dad's account. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Dad's already mad at me for being on the blacklist. He made me promise not to cause any more financial trouble. And he said if I mess up again, he'll throw out all my merch. You should start saying your goodbyes to your merch while you still can. No, I don't want to do that. Even if you don't want to, you're the one who broke your promise to Dad. But, do you know how much I've poured into those things? Throwing away my merch is unthinkable. They're the symbols of my love for Taylor. Anyway, I'll be sure to report everything to Dad. I don't want him thinking I was the one who used the card. What? Also, I'll need you to return the spare key. I don't want it being used for any more break-ins. I'll talk to Dad about all of this too. Well, see ya. Emily, do exactly as I say right now. What? What do you mean? You're going to withdraw $20,000 from your account and give it to me. Got it? Excuse me? It's to protect Rachel. You're going to cover for her. Then I'll quietly deposit it back into Dad's account. That way, Rachel's spending spree won't be found out. What? Why do I have to go along with something like that? And you're still siding with Rachel even after she used Dad's card? I don't get why you're so desperate to help her. Well, what's wrong with trying to protect my precious daughter? Sure, it was wrong for her to use someone else's card, but if you had just lent her the money in the first place, this wouldn't have happened. Funny, I'm your daughter too, right? Yet you're asking me to pay $20,000? Does that mean I'm not as important to you as Rachel? Well, Why don't you be honest, honey? At this rate, your own spending will be exposed too. So, you're desperately trying to cover it up, even if it means sacrificing your daughter. What? I thought you'd finally apologize to me alongside Rachel. But I never expected you to drag Emily into this too. Honey, I'm truly disappointed in you. Wait. Is that you, darling? Why are you suddenly appearing in Emily's WhatsApp? Emily reached out to me. I heard about Rachel's spending and I came over right away. No way! I thought it'd be better for us to talk about this face to face. As a parent, I need to make sure of a few things. Well, darling, did you just mention my spending? So, how much do you know exactly? I know everything. I thought it was suspicious how you never scolded Rachel for her reckless spending and kept siding with her. I had a bad feeling, so I checked the account I left in your care, and I was shocked. I never imagined that you two were pouring huge amounts of money into this fan obsession. No way! So you know everything? Your favorite darling is some handsome singer, right? I don't fully understand it, but it looks like whenever there's a live stream, you're always sending out social tips. You've also been hiding a ton of merch in your room, trying desperately not to let me find it. It looks like you've really invested a lot into those pricey social tips. Everything's been exposed. We've lived together for so many years. There's no way you could hide it from me. Plus, I've been checking the account details pretty closely. You have? But then why didn't you say anything until now? I've spent quite a bit, honestly. Well, you've supported me as a stay-at-home mom for years. Before all this, you were really good about being frugal. So I figured I could overlook a bit of spending. Wait, does that mean you're going to forgive me for what I've spent? Yeah, if the spending stayed within reasonable limits. But you've crossed the line. So no, I can't let this one slide. Cross the line, you say? I actually found out about your spending and immediately consulted a lawyer. I had them calculate how much of our assets would be divided in case of a divorce. I decided that as long as your spending stayed within that amount, I'd let it go. But if you went over that account, I'd file for divorce. What? And guess what? You crossed the line this month. Congratulations, honey. We're getting divorced. What? Wait, why are you saying congratulations? I don't feel happy at all. I just can't stay married to someone who spends recklessly beyond limits. The divorce paperwork is already prepared. As soon as I'm done talking with Emily, I'll head home. And we can begin discussing the details of the divorce. No, I don't want a divorce. I'll apologize for the money. I'm sorry for spending it without permission. I don't want to stay married to you either. At this rate, you'll drain all the money I've saved for retirement. I promise, I won't do it again. Please, just reconsider the divorce. Why would I believe that? Do you even realize how much you've selfishly spent? Well, have your things packed by the time I get home. I'm absolutely going through with this divorce. No apology is going to change that. Emily, I need to ask you something. What's going on? Why are you calling so early? Please, let Mom and me move into your place. What? We got kicked out by Dad. I've never seen him so furious. He didn't listen to any of our excuses. He told us to take what we could carry and leave immediately. That's still pretty kind of him, don't you think? I heard he's going to pay off the $20,000 he spent. He said he deducted from my inheritance. And he also said he's cutting ties with me. There's nothing kind about that. It seems like Dad thinks Mom's part of the assets has already been settled. So she ended up with nothing and got booted out as well. So Mom and I decided we're going to make a big move to New York. It's too embarrassing to stay around our hometown after being kicked out. In New York, we won't have to worry about a place to stay since you have an apartment and there are jobs. Plus, there are plenty of events for my favorite celebrity. You're still going to keep up with fan activities in this situation? At this point, our favorite is all we have left. So we're heading to your place now. Make sure there's space for us to live. What makes you think you can just move in with me? Huh? Well, New York rent is super expensive, and we can't afford to rent right now. Plus, we're family, so of course we'd live together, right? I'm no longer living in my apartment. I've moved out. What? I'm actually planning to move back home. Why? Dad told me he was kicking you two out. So I figured if you're not there anymore, I might as well go back. Honestly, I'm more comfortable in the relaxed countryside than in the city. And thankfully, I can work completely remotely. What? Why is this happening all of a sudden? You haven't come back home since you started working. That's because you were there. Every time we met, you kept begging, lend me some money. It was so annoying that I avoided you. The main reason I moved to New York was so I wouldn't have to see your face. But now that the troublemakers are leaving home, I can finally go back in peace. No way! So what are we supposed to do? Mom's been a stay-at-home wife, so she doesn't have a job or any money. And I'm broke too. Not to mention, I quit my job just to move. So you're both jobless. Why don't you build a cardboard house under a bridge or something? What? And make sure you find jobs quickly, rent a place, and support each other. Oh, and don't forget to pay me back, of course. Wait, hold on. Are you really going to abandon me and Mom? Your little sister and mother are in so much trouble right now. Well, I've had plenty of trouble because of both of you, so... No way! I'll handle Dad, but in return, you'll take care of Mom, okay? How about we each take care of our families in our own styles? Wait, Emily! Mom and I can't survive on our own! After that, Rachel and Mom ended up crashing at a relative's house in New York. I thought they had both given up their fan activities and were working seriously. But it turns out the two of them didn't learn their lesson. They lied to their relatives, saying things like, "We don't have money for medical bills," to borrow more money, and kept going to fan events while also sending out social tips. Eventually, the relatives got furious and kicked them out. Since then, both Rachel and Mom started working part-time, and now they're renting a small apartment together. They're barely making ends meet with rent, so they can no longer spend money on their favorite celebrity. Now they're both lamenting that if this keeps up, their favorites will end up hating them. But people who spend other people's money on fan activities aren't real fans. I just hope they can live without causing trouble for anyone else from now on.